Tribal decks are some of the most popular decks to build in Commander, but what happens whenever you want to build a tribal deck around a creature type that doesn't have a lot of support or cards for a full deck? Let's take elephants for example. EDH has just under 400 decks that are centered around elephants, the most popular commander being Hamza. Now, the issue here is that elephants are usually under the color identity of green and white, but also have a few cards that are in red. This means that every red elephant card is unable to go into the most popular elephant deck, and there isn't enough support where there is another commander that we can go to in our elephant theme. So now we run into the problem of wanting to build an elephant deck, but not having an elephant commander that can fit all of the cards that we want to put into the deck. This is when we make what I like to call a secret tribal deck. The first thing that we want to do when making a secret tribal deck is trying to find our creature type's weakness and our creature type's strength. Using elephant as our creature type again, our strength would be having giant elephants that we want to turn sideways in combat for massive damage. And our weakness is that a lot of our good elephants are really expensive to cast, and our deck could really fall apart if enough removal and board wipes are played against us. Once we have our weakness and our strength figured out, it's time to find a commander that helps solve our weakness or make our strength even more effective. One of the commanders that could solve our high mana cost issue is Atla Palani. Atla is Naya colors and creates egg tokens, and once those egg tokens die, off of Atla's ability, we can reveal cards from the top of our library until we find a creature card and we can put that onto the battlefield. Atla makes it to where our elephants can be cheated in for free, and we can use our mana for other spells and abilities other than just casting one elephant per turn. Another upside of having Atla as our commander is, let's say that someone casts a board wipe and destroys all of our creatures. We can have Atla die last for us and all of the egg tokens die before her. This means that her ability would still go off for every egg token that we have, letting us play creatures from the top of our library for free. So if we have 3 egg tokens and Atla out and someone casts a board wipe, we can still get 3 creatures to come in for free, making board wipes almost useless against us if we have a lot of eggs on the field. And now while Atla's ability is strong, the deck is not and should not be reliant on her. If Atla gets removed a few times, our deck shouldn't run out of steam like a monolith commander would. The main reason that we are playing Atla is for the color identity, and as an extra bonus, they help with our tribal weakness. Our focus should be on our elephant spells, not maximizing Atla's ability. Now that we've gone over a commander that could really help us with our weakness, what's a commander that could really help our strength? One that I like for elephants is Saskia, which is all colors but blue, and whenever she enters we get to choose a player, and whenever a creature that we control deals combat damage to a player, it deals that much damage to the chosen player too. Since our game plan is to swing with our huge elephants, this really helps our game plan by giving us a group slug effect. Let's say that it's the late game and that we have a decent board state, but we have a pillow fort player that's making it to where we can't deal combat damage to them. Well, we can then cast Saskia, choose the pillow fort player, and then swing at someone else that we can hit for combat damage. This makes our elephants do damage to both players and can really be a game ender if played in the right scenario. Another really cool thing that we can do with Saskia's ability is that if we hit the player that we chose with her, its ability will still trigger, dealing that much damage again. So even in a one-on-one scenario late game, or if one player is on the brink of winning, if not taken out, we can cast Saskia, choose that player, and basically we can get double damage on them. And now I once again want to reiterate from before that this is not a deck that centers around Saskia's ability. It's rather a elephant deck that uses it from time to time for value. The main reason that we like Saskia as our commander is for its color identity, letting us use our main elephants from the Naya colors and get a lot of value from black staples. Both Saskia and Atla's decks are roughly the same. One just happens to focus on making our creature type's strength even more powerful, and the other one tries to focus on getting around our creature type's weakness. This type of secret tribal deck can work on plenty of under-supported creature types, so you can go gather up all of your boar cards or all of your ox cards and try and build a fun tribal deck with a commander that tries to fix its weakness or boost its strength. And now that we've gone over what a secret tribal deck looks like for a underutilized creature type, what happens whenever we want to build a deck around a creature type that already has a lot of support? Let's say that you want to build a ninja tribal deck, but don't want Yuriko as your commander. Turning it into a secret tribal deck and choosing someone like Felix Fireboots as your commander can actually help boost your creature type strength while also fixing its weakness. Felix doubles up our combat damage triggers, which is what a lot of our ninja cards have. This gives us a load of value whenever we can deal combat damage to players and really helps our deck get going. And now the weakness of our deck is that in Dimir colors normally, Ninja decks have a hard time ramping without packing a ton of artifacts, which are easier to destroy than lands. Now Felix having green, this makes it to where our deck now has a load of ramp staples that normal Ninja decks don't have. And now once again, we are using Felix solely for his color identity. His ability is just an added bonus, so when brewing, don't rely heavily on it being in play. We only want to cast our commander in a secret tribal deck when it's absolutely necessary. Secret tribal decks are some of my favorite to play and to brew. It really opens up creature types that would normally never be functional and makes them super fun to play with. And now I know that some of you think that having a Ninja tribal deck that's led by an Ooze Rogue may seem a bit off, but I think that the fun that a secret commander deck brings really outweighs the slight flavor fail. So if there's a creature type that you want to build around but there's not a lot of support color-wise for, see if you can find a commander to build a secret tribal deck with. And now I hope that you enjoyed the video today, and maybe in the comments below leave which creature type you would want to build a secret tribal deck around. But thanks for watching, and until next time, have a good one.